Welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. You're watching the campus television channel of Don Bosco College, Kottayam. This lecture is on the prescribed syllabus of 5th semester BA English Literature and Language. Paper is Literary Criticism. In this lecture, I am going to deal with William Wordsworth. This is part 1 of the lecture on William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth, birth year is 1770 and death year is 1850. William Wordsworth is one of the most famous of all nature poets, set off the Romantic Revolt in English with the publication of lyrical ballads in collaboration with Samuel Taylor Coleridge in the year 1798. He published his masterpiece, The Prelude, a long autobiographical poem, in the year 1805. The preface to the second edition of the Lyrical Ballads, that is published in the year 1800, contains Wordsworth's philosophy of poetry. He argues that poetry should be written in the natural language of common speech. The themes of his poetry are inspired by humble and rustic life. Wordsworth's preface to the Lyrical Ballads with an appendix on poetic diction is universally acclaimed as a manifesto of romantic criticism. The principal object of Lyrical Ballads is to illustrate how good poetry can be written on common incidents in the lives of ordinary human beings in simple natural language. Wordsworth has given a number of memorable definitions of poetry, such as a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings which takes its origin from emotions recollected from tranquility. This is very important definition and is one of the famous definitions given by Wordsworth. He says, poetry is the breadth and finer spirit of all knowledge. Wordsworth emphasizes on the poet's freedom of expression and the free play of imagination. He denounces the poetic diction of the neoclassical poets for their artificiality. He does not consider meter and rhyme as absolutely essential for good poetry. He realizes that meter, when superadded, can give pleasure. He asserts that there is essentially no difference between the language of poetry and that of prose. However, with the exception of his early poems, Wordsworth did not adhere to his own principles. Wordsworth's criticism consists of advertisement to the Lyrical Ballads, that is in the year 1798. Then preface to the Lyrical Ballads, published in the year 1800. Then preface to the Lyrical Ballads, second edition, that published in the year 1802. That is with an appendix on poetic diction. So this edition, that is published in the year 1802, the extra thing added to this was that this was with an appendix on poetic diction. The Lyrical Ballads was a landmark in the history of English poetry. It decisively marks a challenge to and reaction against the artificiality and inanity of the neoclassical movement. The preface explains the aims and objectives of Romanticism and record Wordsworth's views on poetry, poetic diction, and theme. Though it raised a controversy, no poet of Romantic generation could escape the force of its call for poetic reinterpretation of the world. Of the original 23 poems, only 4 were by Coleridge, that is, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, The Nightingale, The Foster Mother's Tale, and The Dungeon. Now, let's talk about Wordsworth's theory of poetry. Wordsworth states his theory of poetry and poetic diction in the preface to the second edition of the Lyrical Ballads, that is published in the year 1800, because he felt that his poems were a new kind, both in theme and style, radically different from the conventional poetry. His poetic creed lies in his conception of the origin, nature, and purpose of poetry. Now, Wordsworth asserts that all general good poetry is spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings that take its origin from emotions recollected in tranquility. The real function of poetry is to give pleasure, but the real end of poetry is noble and exalted. It should represent nature and man with the conviction of truth. The poet must endeavor to give immediate pleasure to the reader by appealing to the humanity within him. Poetry is the breath and finer spirit of all knowledge, the impassioned expression in the countenance of all signs. Poetry devoid of morality is worthless. Every great poet is a teacher. So this is the theory given by Wordsworth, theory of poetry. Do the given exercise and submit on time. Thank you.